Good evening, everybody. A little early tonight, about 6:17. We decided to come on. We're going to rock and roll tonight a little early. And usually around 7:30, but we decided to come on early because Saturday night, maybe we want to have some things to do later. And we're not going to take so long tonight, but we have some interesting things tonight. Tonight, we're kind of doing something interesting. We had a request from Ashley, one of our viewers, that she wanted to do something about the labs, the chocolate lab. And when I went back and looked, we did a lab show that's on alldognetwork.com. Actually, we did a lab for golden retriever. I'm sorry, Labrador retrievers, Labradors. Sorry, labs. And because there's various colors of them. We've seen white ones, red ones, brown ones, chocolate ones. She said chocolate labs. Well, I said, well, really, it's just the coat color. Becky Peters, hi, awesome, how are you? It's a WooF Driver, WooF Ditty show tonight, brought to you by the WooF Driver. WooF Driver channel is where you are, live streaming on Facebook. There's jamming, little jumpin' jammin' tune that's called there, one of my guitar tunes. But we're going to talk about the Labrador Retriever once again tonight by special request from Ashley, and focus in on looking at the chocolate ones actually, and talking about them again in general. Then we're going to play doing some WooF tune videos from the WooF Driver about his activities with his huskies, gorgeous huskies that we know about. This is the shirt, little paw at the bottom there. You can see it, full shirt, front and back. People have been wanting this shirt. We're working on getting them for y'all. So I know it takes time to get these done, in quantities. So we're working on a deal right now to see if we can make them affordable. They're just a great treasure to have if you love your dogs anyway. And happens to represent the huskies, which the WooF Driver is his breed of choice. He has 4 of them, the Wolf Pack we call them. Wolves are beautiful. Janae, Leslie, hey. Leslie Vega, how are you? Good to see you guys. So we're talking about the lab tonight, Labrador, by request from Ashley. I hope she tunes in. She knew it was going to be tonight, I think she remembers. But we're just going to touch on that again because we do already have one show on Labrador Retrievers in general that we did. That's, again, if you search alldognetwork.com and look under WooF Ditty Bucky, you'll find the show in there with all the scads of shows we've done on all the breeds up to date. So what other news is there today? Let's just, I had a friend who had a wolf dog. Cool. You call them wolf dogs, yeah. They're actually descendants from wolves, kind of the Siberian Huskies. But meantime, chocolate labbies. Let me take a look at some of these pictures here. And I guess y'all know there's one that anybody would want to grab. A puppy. Oh my goodness. I mean, come on. Who would not? Hi, Sue. I hope you can hear us tonight. Good to see you back. Little chocolate labs. And you got just, these pictures are just a million words of how darling they are. Now they do, what I know is I understand, has some relatives that had them. Cute, Janae says. Yeah, they like to swim, labs. Now, my Buster, on the other hand, is half Shepherd and half Cane Corso, which looks like a black police dog. Becky, what a precious picture, yeah. This one here loves to swim, taking a break. But they like to swim, whereas my Buster, when I first got him, he was only like that little puppy, 10 weeks old, half Shepherd and half Cane Corso. Cane Corso is like a Mastiff, Italian Mastiff, which is like a boxer, kind of big, heavy, strong boxer. And put him in the water. That's the best dog we ever had, Cheryl says. Oh, cute picture, yes. And just a word about Buster. So he's 10 weeks old. We get him, rescue, take him in the water with us in the pool. He can't even dog paddle yet, so I held him up so he wouldn't drown. And finally got him to dog paddle, which is a natural tendency. That's why they call it the dog paddle. And he headed toward the edge to get out. Grabbed him, put him back in. Third time I put him in about the center, 6-9 feet away from the edge, and he actually paddled himself out. I was real careful to be right behind him. He had his head up, paddled himself, learned real quick how to dog paddle, got out, shook and decided it's not for me. And so he can go ahead. Hi, Sartik. Oh, hello, Wolf Driver. rdx.mod.biz. Good to see you. But he wouldn't come back in. He still, to this day, he can watch the kids, watch people. If they go under, try to hold their breath, he's like watching them like a lifeguard. Anybody who's in the pool goes around and around and around. And then we had the lab over, the relatives' chocolate lab, as a matter of fact. Had him over, and Duke, his name was Duke. He was older, big guy, and he jumped right in. And Buster didn't get in with him. He just kept circling around, and it was hilarious. So some dogs like to swim in the water, in the pool, and wherever at the beach, and Buster's just not one of them. But these labs, most of them, I understand, are prone to love to swim and play in the water. You know, whatever, you're throwing the ball, throwing the frisbee, they're in the water, in and out, jumping in, jumping out, big old splashes like a whale. So I have to look at that little puppy again, because this one kills my heart. Makes me want to go get him wherever he may be. So, you know, you can find them. How is your doggy? He's great today. We have company down for the weekend from Santa Cruz, and he's been hanging out with them, watching them in the pool and guarding them. We're blessed to have a small little pool in the back here for the kids and all that. But he doesn't want to swim. We try to get him in there. So that's the case. I'm looking for Ashley. I wonder if you showed up for your chocolate lab night. But a look and go for those who didn't see this show on the labs. Those eyes, laugh out loud. It's amazing. They're so cute. So, other names for labs is just about their color code. Black lab, yellow lab, chocolate lab, silver lab, and lab, just a lab. Interesting. And the way this gal produces it.
Labrador Retriever.
What'd you say, honey?
Labrador Retriever. Labrador Retriever. Labrador Retriever.
We kind of know that. Some dogs' pronunciation, like you go, oh, I used to say Shih Tzu, where it's Shih Tzu. Didn't know that. So, the pronunciation thing's cool in here. But there are two types of labs, the English lab and the American lab. Whereas the English bred lab comes from England, English bred stock, its generally appearance is different than the American lab. The English bred are heavier, thicker, and blockier. The American lab comes from an American bred stock and is more tall and lanky. So I suspect, as I look at some of these pictures I have here, which in case, let me get some others, because it seems like, let's see if they've got different pictures, but I can see what they're talking about. You've seen the ones that are like, you know, more lanky than chunky, like I was saying. So there's two breeds there. Color codes, like I said, solid black, yellow, and chocolate are most common in the brown or the reddish brown. Now my daughter they have Crush, who's the reddish brown one. He's a big guy. I mean, when he jumps up, he'll knock you over. He's 90-something pounds. He was overfed for a bit. I told him, you guys got to watch. He said, cut back, he looks better. But he just loves people. The head is broad and moderate stop. The nose is thick, black on black, and yellow and brown on chocolate ones. So the nose kind of matches the coat. Interesting. The nose color often fades and is not considered a fault in a show ring, rather. The eye rims are black and yellow dogs, and black and brown and chocolate in the chocolate ones. Ears are medium in size, hanging down and pendant in shape. The otter tail is thick at the base, gradually tapering toward the tip. It's completely covered with short hair, and there's no feathering. It's interesting because Buster, even though he's got short, straight hair, it looks like a black police dog. You know, you've seen those guys, black shepherds, you know, mostly black with brindle. He's got this feathering on his chest where he come down and it's feathered, you know, that kind of thing. So there is none on these guys. Feet are strong and compact with webbed feet, which aid the dog in swimming. The ditty that we wrote for the lab, female lab, was called Babs the Lab. And just for fun, once again, I'm going to play Babs the Lab ditty. Okay? If I can get this thing to play.
Hey, Babs is my lab. She's so fab, never makes me mad. I'm so glad.
So fab.
Yeah. When I sail her red frisbee, she brings it right back to me. Back and forth with me all day. She never seems to tire. It's sad to say, so not to be a fool. I let her jump right in my pool. For as long as she likes, she swims so she can sleep through the night. That's Babs, my lab.
Hi, Patricia. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Never makes me mad. I'm so glad. That's Babs, my lab. She's so fab. Babs, my lab. Lab is Babs, my lab. Oh, baby Babs.
Baby Babs.
I love you, Babs. You're my lab. You're so fab, fab.
That's Babs, my lab. She's so fad, never makes me mad. And she's so, we let her swim in the pool. Ain't no fool gonna let her swim in the pool so she gets tired and can sleep through the night. Babs, my lab. Short and sweet with that one. There's a little up-tempo thing there. Love Babs, my lab. I'll play that again for you. A little fun little ditty. That's why we call it the WooF Ditty Show. We do little ditties on the breeds that we have featured each night. And that was Babs, my lab. Babs the lab. Once we're going to shift to the WooF driver, to the Huskies pretty quick here. We're located in Southern California. I am in Southern California. We have people from all over the place watching us, which is neat about the worldwide All Dog Network, because you're on the internet, and Facebook's enable us with live streaming shows to go live. And these shows post right after we hang up, say finish. It's there on the timeline where you are now, and you can rewatch it if you tune in late, or you can watch it tomorrow. And then by Monday it posts on alldognetwork.com, alldognetwork.com. And you can watch all the previous shows we've done on all the breeds and all the other activities from the WooF driver on his videos. When he goes out, he went out the other day, shows you what he does with his dogs, his equipment. It's amazing stuff. I'm going to play some videos tonight with some music that has pictures of what he looks like and what he does, so you get your head around it if you haven't seen many or any at all, and get familiar with the WooF driver. What other news? Oh, the other news that we're going to thinking about, by request from a gal that watches this, her name is Mimi, that we do a cat show about cat breeds, not just dogs. And I thought to myself, that's great. Have a great night. Thank you, Patricia. Are you leaving this already? Well, watch the shows if you can. All Dog Network. You get a kick out of some of his dog yoga shows. Gals doing yoga with the dogs, Doga. WooF News, behavioral training shows, all that stuff's up there. You need to check it out. It's great. Great information that you may like, just to be amused by, if nothing else, or become value to you, some of the stuff that's on there. And if you have any questions, you can email or message any of us with questions about anything about your dog or somebody else's dog, or advice that we may have that we can offer that's valid, Anyway, cats, and there'll be raining cats and dogs. Called the Cat Driver. So we might integrate that into our dog show, or maybe keep it on the same channel, or have another one called Cat Driver instead of just WooF Driver. We'll see. Meow Driver. It's got some ideas. We're working that and see what we can do, because people have cats as well, and they love to know about the cats. And then we can talk about how the cats interact with your dogs. It's a challenge sometimes. Carnitha Clark, thank you. I mean, when I brought Buster home, I had a cat, little Emily, and he ran her out of the house. She stayed up. Thank goodness we live in a climate where she can stay outside most of the time. That would be great. Laugh out, Meow Driver. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I told him, Meow Driver. And she ended up sleeping up in this rafter outside our bedroom. She was fine, because the weather's always, we're blessed. We don't have any extremely cold weather or anything. It barely got her inside. Once in a while, she can hide in the back under the bed. It wasn't like he was going to hurt her, but you know how he was just one of those dogs that just couldn't sit side by side. Very seldom. She's passed over the Rainbow Bridge now, but it was sad because I couldn't get rid of Buster after I got him, and she was here first. So that was a heartbreak. That was kind of a hard thing to deal with for me, emotionally, and the family. because Emily used to rule. I mean, she'd be on where Buster sits on his chair. It was Emily, and now that happened. So you don't know. So it's good things to find out about when you have cats and dogs, and how they're going to be together, or if you bring one home in the meantime when you have one or the other, how that's going to work out or not work out, or how you deal with it, training them to deal with it. That's another thing I didn't look into, unfortunately. But back to the lab real quick before we shift into the Huskies. Temperament. The popular most popular breed in the USA is loyal, loving, the Labrador Retriever. Affectionate, patient, making a great family dog. Highly intelligent, good-natured, very willing and eager to please. It is among the top choices for a service work dog as well. Yeah, you see a lot of those along with shepherds for sure. I'd probably see more labs around here doing the service work. They love to play, especially in water, never wanting to pass up the opportunity for a good swim. So there you go. That explains that. These lively dogs have an excellent, reliable temperament and are friendly, superb with children, equally with other dogs. They get along pretty naturally. It's not this stranger, look out, I'm going to get aggressive. So they are watchdogs, not guard dogs. Although some have been known to guard, they can become destructive if humans are not 100% the pack leader, which is the case in most cases with all dogs. We have to be the human alpha, and I think as we well know. Let's see if we can see what's up here. Hang on a second, let me go back here. So we're talking about chocolate labs tonight, but they can be any color. It's just a color thing. Doesn't seem to be a difference in their nature if they're color, if they're any of the color. Did you see where they were getting signatures from people to authorize Obamacare to euthanize old people to save money? Mary says. No, I wouldn't want to see that. I mean, that's just sick. We have, I'd like to know who they were that are trying to get it. Who are they? Because they would be on my hit list. They and everybody else's. Sick. I mean, we're talking about people that, old and they run out of money and they're in a nursing home or something, and you try to find them somewhere cheaper and kick them to the curb. It's not like they care. It's like the vets. As you grow up, I don't know how old you guys are. I'm older. I'm a boomer. And I've watched it all. And your grandparents watched it all. The thing about it is, when you're younger, when I grew up in Nashville, I used to see the bathrooms colored white. Sit in the back of the bus if you're colored. Hi again, Alicia. Good to see you. And the water fountains, discrimination between race like that. And you always thought, it's going to get better. Shout out. Shout up or shut up? Shout up, Edgar says. A shout out, I guess. I hope so. And then you thought, it'll get better. That's silly. Because being a musician, I played with black musicians before I played with white musicians. You never thought about it. What's skin color have to do with the kind of person you are? Absolutely nothing. It's all some kind of facade we all have. And when you have violence and stuff, and it just happens to be blacks, for example, and it's like all negative against that. Good day, friends. Hi. But on the other hand, you've got Caucasian people that are monsters all over the place. So, and you think it'd get better as you got older, it got worse, discrimination, all that stuff. So we're just so primitive in our thinking about things are, We don't think about how successful every race there is has very successful people as well. and there's every race that has poverty. So who knows? But when they come up with something like that, that's out of control. I'm not a preacher, nothing, Mary, but I thought, I haven't heard. I don't want, like I said, I don't know who they are, but oh my God. What is your favorite kind of dog? Leslie says, Leslie Vega. I think he told you to shut up and said goodbye, friends. Okay. Boop. What do you want me to do, Edgar? Tell me what you'd like me to do instead of shut up. Goodbye, friends. If you don't care for the show, that's okay. We forgive you. We're forgiving if you don't like dogs and don't want to talk about stuff. It's okay. Don't listen to Rush Limbaugh for sure. Okay, so that's okay. It's all right. My favorite kind of dog, well, I got to tell you, in my case, it's my dog. Because I love my rescue, and I didn't know what he was exactly. We just know we looked at him. He was our dog, and we did his DNA and found out he was half Shepherd and half King Corso, and he's a wonderful guy, and we love him. So I can't really answer that because we've had all kinds of dogs, and they all have been our favorites, of course, in most cases. None were really annoying or we didn't love them. But that's a heck of a question. Thank you for asking that. What would be cool is you can ask everybody else what their favorite kind of dog is and see how they answer that. Meantime, we will shut up here for Edgar, and we'll just say that the height and weight of the labs, just so you know, males somewhere almost 2 feet. Same with the females, give or take an inch. That's the case in most breeds. The females are just a hair shorter by inches. And some males can grow to be 100 pounds, where the average weight is 60 to 75. My daughter, her dog is almost 90, Crush. That's why they call him Crush. And hi everyone here in Kentucky, Kimberly. Good to see you. I feel sorry for the people in Baton Rouge. There was somebody from Baton Rouge that's going through the flood thing. Horrible, horrible. When it rains, it pours. Boy, I tell you, you need to get out of there. Don't get caught in that if you can. But all the roads are closed. You're kind of stuck at the mercy of the Lord there. Health problems, they're prone to the hip and elbow dysplasia and possibly mast cell tumors and eye disorders. In Spanish, please. Once again, I don't speak Spanish, unfortunately. I wonder if we can figure out how to get an interpreter for you, or for anyone. But I will keep that in mind. He only speaks English, Edgar. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the case. I'm not bilingual good enough to do it. No habla español. Pico. Sorry. Let me think about that. I'll talk to the WooF driver about that aspect. Maybe we can somehow find someone to do a Spanish show. There's always a possibility. And the suggestions is we're open to anything. Our hearts are open because it's all about the dog. I think Edgar is trying to say something, but there's a miscommunication. His English is not perfect. Yeah, I can't believe he'd be mean, so I'm not looking at it that way. But we will try to find out about that for him, and so forth. Okay. Living conditions. Now, tumors, that's something, when you feel a little lump in your dog, if you're, I wish I knew Spanish. Yeah. As a matter of fact, if there's anyone out there that does know Spanish and wants to communicate with Edgar a little bit to let him know that what the case is here, and you can answer any questions for him. Otherwise, he can just watch the visuals and hopefully enjoys that somehow. They have these translators we can plug in, type in the Spanish and get the English out of it. If I could do that in real time, that'd be great, but that's kind of tough to do real quick. So we'll try everything. We'll think about that. But back to these mast cell tumors, when it says that a dog is prone to these little tumors or lumps, whatever, it's always good. If you feel something when you're petting your dog, like on their hip or wherever, a little bump or something, it's best to just, oh, there's a little bump there and you don't see anything. It's just, it's not surface necessarily like a bite or a tick or anything or a wound. Have it checked by the vet. Those are the things that can turn into lymphoma and spread in the body, and then it's over. So be careful. That's all I suggest. I've had it happen. Life expectancy for the labs, 10 to 12 years. Litter size, 5 to 10 puppies. Grooming a smooth, short hair, double coat is easy to groom. Comb and brush regularly with a firm bristle brush. Paying attention to the undercoat. And bathe only in dry shampoo. It likes you to dry shampoo only when necessary because they are average shedders. Once known as the St. John's dogs, the Labrador Retriever was one of the most popular breeds in the United States. The Lab is native to Newfoundland, where it works side by side with fishermen, catching fish that came loose from the lines and trained to jump into the icy waters to help pull out the nets. Wow. They would go into the icy waters because they love to swim and pull out the nets. Smart. Specimens were brought to England in the 1800s by the English ships coming from Labrador. The breed is crossed with setters, spaniels, and other types of retrievers to improve its instincts as a hunter. Makes sense. Hi again, Miranda. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Highly trainable and not only popular with family companion, but also excels in hunting, tracking, retrieving, watchdog, police work, narcotics detection, a guide for the blind. Maribel, hi. Good to see you. Good to see you, Maribel. A service dog for the disabled, search and rescue, sledding, karting, agility, field trial competitor, and competitive obedience. Wow. So they qualify for a lot of things. Cancer tumors are irregular shape, but can start out round. So message your dogs to get familiar with their bodies early on. There you go. You can read what Kimberly says about those little tumor thingies. Yeah, any lump to me, if I feel something, regardless of shape, it shouldn't be there. I mean, what's normal about that? Just make sure it could be just the benign mass or something, but hopefully they take a biopsy. And I had one on Buster. I had it removed. It was a little bump thing, and it was benign. It wasn't malignant, but I had it removed and stitched. It's gone. Okay. Babs the Lab one more time.
Hey, Babs is my lab. She's so fab, never makes me mad. Now I'm so glad.
So fab.
Yeah. When I sail her red frisbee, she brings it right back to me. Back and forth, with me all day. She never seems tired. Sad to say, so not to be a fool. I let her jump right in my pool. For as long as she likes, she swims so she can sleep through the night. That's Babs, my lab. She's so fab, never makes me mad. I'm so glad. That's Babs, my lab. She's so fab, Babs, lab is Babs, my lab. Oh, baby Babs, I love you, Babs. You're my lab. You're so fab.
Okay, Babs, my lab. So now we're going to shift gears over to the WooF driver and his whole mission with his huskies and this whole thing we're doing with the love of dogs. A couple of years ago, we created this guitar here called the WooF Axe. And a lot of you have already seen that. And this thing it looks like a husky kind of. Love your miss. Thank you, Kimberly. Anyway, we have the WooF Axe. And we have the shirt. It's all about the love of dogs. WooF driver, his huskies is his deal. Good message, Edgar. We'll forgive you who cannot speak English well, but do not use much in the day-to-day, just in high school, but still see broadcasts in English. Okay. Like I said, we'll try to figure out somewhere to do some kind of communication if we can in Spanish for you. Thank you, Kimberly. Love the WooF Ditty music. Yeah, we do these little ditties for the breeds, just for fun. Make them up and make them try to rhyme and silly and funny and whatever, but factual at the same time. So, thank you, Babs the Lab. Shifting to the Huskies finally. So, a little bit about my background. Was fortunate enough to play guitar with several rock and roll, legend stars. You may have heard of the Coasters. They did that song, Charlie Brown and Yakety Yak, and all those hits back in the late 50s, early 60s. Played with them for a long time. Then I played with Little Richard. You're probably familiar with Little Richard. Good Golly Miss Molly and Lucille and all his hits that he had. He was an icon. Had blessed to be able to play with him for a while. And then Kenny Rogers. And then Kenny Rogers, when he recorded, I don't know if you're familiar with How Old Is the Dogs? His dogs, WooF Driver's dogs? Specifically, I'm not sure, but I know Princess, the female, is 12 now. He's had her like 8 years. He got her when she was 4. The others are not quite that, maybe. I'll have to find out the exact numbers. I don't know if the WooF Driver's watching tonight, but if he is, he can post the age of Chase, Zorro, Jag, and Princess exactly, and I'll get that information for you. His Huskies. Meanwhile, when I was with Kenny Rogers, and Kenny Rogers finally recorded a song called Buy Me a Rose. Buy me a rose, call me from work. You probably have heard that song. A great song. And two things which are valid to that song. My dear friend who's a session guitar player played the acoustic guitar on that track in Nashville. And then the harmony on that song was sung by Billy Dean. Okay, Billy Dean's also a recording artist. He's not like a huge icon like Kenny, but he's a great singer and a great songwriter. He's done a lot of songwriting. So one of the guys in Kenny's band knows him and got him we wanted to produce a little PSA, public service announcement about dogs and going to the shelter and all that things. So we did a little short video with Billy, and he wrote this little ditty himself, a real short ditty, and has a little PSA, and I want to share that with you now. When he did this a couple years ago. And here, let's watch it together here. Hang on with me, and I'll get this up for you. Okay, here we go.
Hi everybody, I'm Billy Dean, and this is a celebration of dogs as the Wolf Tunes community continues to raise awareness, create excitement, and strengthen the bond, all in the name of our loving dogs. So please join us and share the experience and fun of music, poetry, and philanthropy, and other creative ways, one of which is to recycle any music CD or MP3 player through WooF Tunes. And they send these to the animal shelters to play relaxing music for all those animals as they wait for a new home. You can see it all at wooftunes.com. It's all about making a better life for our dogs.
I can't stand the collar, makes it hard to swallow. Where you go, I'll follow. Hey, I'm a lucky dog.
Okay, I'm a lucky dog, Billy Dean. He says, I can't stand the collar, makes it hard to swallow. Hi, Mimi. I can't stand the collar, makes it hard to swallow. He's at the shelter, the dog's singing. Wherever you go, I'll follow. I'm a lucky dog. That means that you were at the shelter and you found this guy. That little ditty was about 10-second ditty he wrote off the top of his head. Great guy, Billy Dean of Nashville, Tennessee. You can look him up, Billy Dean, listen to his music as well. It's a little trivia there about stuff and who. It's a small world in the music business. If you've been in long enough, you'll find that all these people that do things are somehow, most of them know each other from somewhere. It's just amazing. I mean, you might find somebody's playing a heavy rock metal band that used to be in a country band. I mean, you don't even know who's doing what because we all can play every kind of music, so you don't know where we might end up. I mean, I played from Little Richard, Kenny Rogers, the Coasters, the Drifters, R&B bands. It's the way it is. And we all know that. You all have experienced things in life where it's a small world. You run into somebody out of nowhere. So I could go on with stories and those are the things that make life so interesting. And it's kind of like the dogs too. You know, you get a pet, you get a dog, and all of a sudden you've connected in a way that you just didn't even dream of, that makes you feel so good and loved, and giving that love to them, and they look at you and understand what you're saying. It's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, I can tell Buster, hey, go get your Kong, go get your bone, plastic bone, let's play bone. And he'll look at me, look around, and goes, I go, no, it's in the living room, go get it. Not over there, it's over there. And he'll wait a second, and he'll run and get it and bring it back, and jump up on the bed, be tug of war, let's play, just like you asked me to. And when that happens, you don't think about anything else that's going on in your life. You just think about that focus with your dog, and I think it's wonderful. I just love it. So I'm gonna play a couple other videos here. Now this one here we haven't seen before. Last night I found the videos instead of just the songs, and this one is a parody. We played Princess is the Girl last night, the original about Princess the Husky with Romany singing it, and we showed the video. And it makes more sense when you see the video, actually, than just listen to music, because you kind of hear the lyrics a little bit better because you see what she's mouth. But this is Pack Daddy. Now, Fleetwood Mac did a tune, and I can't think of what the name of it is off the top of my head, but this is the video of the parody that we did with Romany. I'm going to switch the camera. You might recognize this.
Pack Daddy, you know you make me try.
Pack Daddy is the WooF driver.
You know that I love to run free. You always understand why.
There he is. Sorrow there.
We understand the boundaries, and that's why we are free. Yeah, that's why we are free. Hey, Daddy, you always know how to make us true. We love all of these activities. They are so very cool.
With you in a minute, maybe.
We love life and how we can give our all. We are so free because you're so strong. Everything we do is such a thrill, and we love the way you always let us get our fill.
He always loves the way the WooF driver lets them get their fill. Amazing chase.
You know that it gets us to fly because of our natural drive. Hey, Daddy, you take us free ranging. We understand the boundaries. That's why we are leash free.
Understand the boundaries. That's why he lets them be leash free.
We love life and how we can give our all. We are so free because you're so strong. Family is so much fun. Running with the bike, you're always getting us so psyched.
they're so free where they belong, you see. Back. And so that's what that's about. Denise, hi, I think dogs are beautiful. Thank you. Wolf Driver would like that. Mimi, when my mom and I got huskies, we let them choose us. Kuski, the male, picked my mom, and the female, Ayesha, I can't pronounce it. Forgive me. She sat in my lap for an hour, and she was the runt. She fell asleep in my lap. Take your time. Music is great. Thank you, Mimi, for understanding. Yeah. Well, so we're trying to get these videos up. I'm going to play some videos tonight of the Wolf Driver. So now you get to see what he looks like and how he's mushing, and he's got the sacco cart, and he's got him on the bike springers, all four of them, and they're doing these journeys, and you get a picture of him and beautiful Romany sailor singing that stuff. She's amazing. She's over in England. You might want to look her up. Romany Sailor. Romany, Anysayllor, and her dad, David Saylor, both. Just Google them and you'll see what she's done, her own work and his own work. He does a lot of stuff in Spanish, Edgar, because he's half from Spain. So Edgar Hernandez, if you're still there, you might want to look up David Saylor. And she also sings in Spanish. She's done a bunch of jingles for me in Spanish. I do jingles, jingleads.com, if you want to check my site out. See what I do on the side there. I think it was a song originally written for Mick Fleetwood by Stevie Nicks. You're exactly right. That was a parody. We've done a bunch of parodies and a bunch of originals, both. I'm going to go back here and search and play a couple more for you while I have time here tonight. On a little early, but let's see what else I got. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Official performance video. Let's see what this is about. The team that the Wolf Driver leads. Oh yeah, you'll understand. This is a parody too. It's a good one.
Just like the Wolf Driver, rides the trail, sounds like he's driving. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Just like the Wolf Driver, rides the trail, sounds like he's driving. Ooh, puppy, ooh, said ooh. And he rolls on by like a man with a plan. In the dark gray that we own, he will lead us there. Back to my friend, but the other dream shattered. We were so close.
Indian name. This is Indian name, but I don't know what it means. Little one. Thank you, Mimi. That's Rebecca singing, one of our singers. There's the pack. You see him on the cart there. Yes, it is on YouTube. I can tell you how to do it. When it's over, I'll give you the link here. Matter of fact, I'll be able to show you in just a minute. There's Romany and Rebecca. Alicia, I see ya. Thank you. rides the trail hounds just like he's driving. There you go. The Wolf Driver rides the trails just like he's driving. Now, this is the logo for our music videos. And let me switch this. So, Kimberly asks, is a song on YouTube? Yeah, all these videos are on YouTube. So, let me show you. If I hit share, I don't know if you can take a screenshot of this. Let me get another one. I want to play this for you too if I can, but I don't want to do it right now. Just wait on that one. Let me go back here, find out what happened here. Hang on. This is called the team that Wolf Driver leads, and here's the screenshot of the. If you can see the link, you take a screenshot of this. Get a screenshot of that. Let me know if you got that. But if you go to YouTube and let me look again. If you go to YouTube and I think if you just go to YouTube, once you get that one up, then all the rest of them, they're on the side there, a bunch of them. All the parodies, the other videos, yeah, you can watch them all the videos we did of the tunes. Now the tunes are also on SoundCloud.com, search Wolf Driver without the videos, and there's just tons of those as well. But we didn't do videos on all of them. A little cost prohibitive, do 200 videos. But there's a bunch of them. So I hope you're enjoying that tonight, the videos. Got it, Mimi's got it. So once you get that going on, it's all on YouTube too. So you don't even have to go to Wolf Tunes necessarily, just go to YouTube. Because you have to get them on, that's how you get them there anyway, they're YouTube videos. Everything is pretty much. Plus they're bigger screen, I think if you watch it on YouTube, you'll see everything. So I'm going to play one more. This is a cover of, let's see what it is. What do we got? Yeah, there's all this stuff there. Here's Wolf Driver Tour, where he's mushing on the beach. Kimberly, thank you. We'll check them out. I'm going to play one more before I sign off tonight. Okay, let me see if I can get this coming. You might enjoy this one. This is crazy. This is from 013. Now there's the horses. And this is how he hooks up. Oh, this is a good one. This is his crew. They drive to somewhere.
Hey, this is the Wolf Driver on a wild and crazy fun ride on Assateague Island in Maryland near Ocean City. We are running the shoreline. Never seen it done before, actually. Pushing in the sand. The dogs and the Wolf Driver pit crew are all enjoying themselves thoroughly. Hope you two enjoy it as well.
So they're gonna mush on the beach on tour.
This is the Wolfman G, guide to eternal energy defined. Energy defined. Internal energy, often referred to as G, is so exciting to me as a human being. And I want to explore and learn all of its meaning. Often called the hidden power, this energy is like a flower. If we feed it what it needs, it will seed itself and grow, flourish and blossom. This flower will nourish and open up to absorb and transform the light into the beauty in our sights. Humans, like all other life here on earth, transfer energy from the moment of birth. Energy is constantly exchanged amongst nature and the other creatures, as we all have similar features. The more we churn this energy in and out of our bodies, the more we yearn for another turn to complete the burn. Energy is exchanged and changed in everything we do. All of us need to breathe, and that is the perfect lead into our bodies of oxygen, which is converted and inverted into carbon dioxide without any conscientious time. The effect of this energy exchange is what enables us to maintain and sustain life.
Hi, Debbie.
This is the Wolfman G, guide to internal energy defined. This is the Wolfman G.
So this is, he calls it the Wolfman Chi Energy. And that's a tune we did as well, original. All his lyrics and thoughts about life and energy and meditation and how you transfer energy and so forth between your all living beings, especially the dogs. So again, that video is called Wolf Driver Mushing the Beach. You saw him, you can then getting to know him more personally, see what exactly who he is, what he looks like, the dogs up close and personal. I mean, this is it, right? This is the guys right there. They are. Zorro is the dark one, and the rest is Chase, Jag, and Princess are the white ones, and they're hooked on the bike springer. That's a Sacco cart. He's got several of them. Some have 4 wheels, some have 2 wheels. Big ones and 2 small in the front. He's got pedals. He's got a battery motor on there in case the dogs get tired and they can't go, and he has to go if something happens with the weather. So he has this way to get around. And then once again, I'll show you. I'll give you a screenshot of that one as well, just so you have it. Screenshot of that link. It's right there. Thank you. Yeah, it's a blessing to watch these, I'm telling you. And again, what's cool about it, I mean, I'm just turning you on to all this stuff. I can hold this thing still enough for you to get a screenshot. But again, if you go to YouTube, just search Wolf Driver, all this stuff should come out. Okay? And then you find all of them. There's a bunch of stuff, tons of stuff. Not only the music, we put music to each video as well, but I mean, there's so much stuff I can't even remember. We've been doing it for 7 years, putting all this production together. So And what's neat is you can do this on your own time now. You don't have to wait for the show to do it. You can go check it out. And the more we expand the knowledge of what this is all about and the WooF driver and who he is and all his stuff and what I've done with him and this, that, and the other thing, then you can take your own time and watch it anywhere you want. You can listen to SoundCloud.com, WooF driver. You can go to the YouTubes, watch all the videos, come to the show, go to Facebook, go to All Dog Network, watch our breed shows. I mean, it's all one big thing. And like I said, we're trying to do this WooF Driver Unleashed page, which I think may be up already. I'm not sure. I have to check. Where everything is going to be in one page, all the links to all this stuff. In one place you go to, and you can go to all these places from there rather than have to go to YouTube, have to go here, have to go there. Perfect screenshot, perfect. Thanks again. Love you guys. Thank you so much, Kimberly. So we're going to sign off tonight. It was lab night, and I'll play the ditty one more time about Babs the Lab so we don't forget about that. I don't know if Ashley tuned in tonight and got to see it. It is. Thank you so much, Mimi, and we'll see you tomorrow. Again, maybe on earlier since it's Sunday night. I think 6-ish is tomorrow would be better because it's Sunday night if you're ready for Monday, if you go to work or for whatever you go to school or whatever you do. And so we're not up so late. We'll try 6 o'clock tomorrow and do another show. Tomorrow night, I know we've Pomeranian for Dixie. I didn't see Dixie Thorpe on tonight, but and then Monday, Deborah Trainer and also another gentleman wanted the St. Bernard on Monday. Good night, Mimi. Thank you. Pomeranians tomorrow night. Pom-poms. Okay? Here's that ditty real quick. Babs the Lab.
Babs is my lab. She's so fast, never makes me mad. And I'm so glad. Yeah. When I sail her red frisbee, she brings it right back to me. Back and forth, complete all day. She never seems to tire. Sad to say, so not to be a fool, I let her jump back in my pool. For as long as she likes, she swims so she can sleep through the night. That's Babs, my lab. She's so fast, never makes me mad. I'm so glad. That's Babs, my lab. She's so fast, Babs, lab is my Babs, my lab.
Babs, my lab. My lab.
I love you, Babs. You're my lab. You're so fast, Babs.
Sweet dreams, everybody. Kimberly says thank you. That was Babs my lab. Babs my lab. We're writing little silly ditties, just having fun. We love y'all. Have a great Saturday night, and we'll see you tomorrow evening around 6 o'clock for the Pomeranian breed night tomorrow, and more fun with the WooF driver, and we'll talk more about other things. Y'all take care. We love you. Love your dog. Fresh water. And what else? Let's see. Fresh water, fresh food, exercise, nice place to sleep that's comfy, and a big hugs. Keep the sleepies out of their eyes. Give them kisses. They'll give them back. Give me a kiss, Buster. Yeah, love it. Jumping and jamming here. Little tune I wrote. Thank you very much. Have a good night. So long, y'all.